Hey guys, it's your buddy Glasgow here once again. Welcome back to my channel. And Trump fulfills yet another campaign promise, and it's a big one. He gets his trade deal with Mexico. Basically eliminating part of NAFTA, and it's now a bilateral agreement between the United States and Mexico. And Canada still has the option of joining in if they so desire, which I think they will. I figured this coming. I believe I made a video a week or so ago about this, saying, hey, it's getting close to being done. I believed it would be done within the next couple of weeks. Here we are. I was even drafting up this video at my lunch break today. When I started hearing announcements, they almost had it, and finally, around 11:30, came out. They finally have an agreement. It's good to go. They're going to get signatures on Friday and start the 9-day clock to be voted on in Congress. I believe that Congress, if they're fucking smart, no matter what happens in the election, they are going to, if the Congress gets, if Republicans lose their majority, they're still going to pass it through. Because the majority change wouldn't affect until January. Senate will probably most likely pass too. Because they're saying there's stuff for everybody in here, both sides of the House should be able to pass it. They're saying DC should like it. A lot of the hang-up was on the automotive. The rule is for a car not to be tariffed, it has to be 75% made in the United States. For no tariffs. Previously it was 62.9%, I believe. No, maybe even a little lower. Agriculture, the farmers. Next year we're going to start buying more of our farm products. Good one to go for the farmers. Trump is looking out for you. There's other things to do. It's kind of, a bunch is coming out. But a bunch of information. More than I want to go to right now. This now puts other countries in a bind. Most people didn't think we'd get a deal with Mexico so quickly. It's been, about a year and a half, and he started doing renegotiations on NAFTA about this time last year, maybe a couple months later. And now it's up here. It's done. I believe this will start bringing in more trade agreements. I believe that the EU, who was here last month, who made similar arrangements and had a handshake agreement, and they're taking it back to see who'd ratify it in the EU. I believe the EU will probably start finalizing that agreement, saying, yes, we ratified it, we agree with it, because the auto industry, just like with Mexico, was a hinge point on this trade agreement, is the same hinge point with the EU agreement. Because their auto industry wanted to get rid of this tariff situation. So they're under pressure from their auto industry. And it's a big industry there. So, I believe this will push the EU to finally ratify that and say, hey, we're going to sign it. We're going to bring ours, we want ours to go along with Mexico. Sign it at the same time if you want. Just that puts pressure on Canada, because now not only does he have Mexico, Trump has also made little known trade deals with Australia. Another one with South Korea. A quiet one with India and Saudi Arabia. So there's deals going all over the place that the mainstream media, like CNN, MSNBC, aren't telling you about. I'm not sure if they even covered this. I haven't bothered to watch them today because I've been very, very busy. I haven't watched them at all today if they got the agreement covered or not. So this is good. Now this will put pressure on Canada. Canada will come to the table. They were, Trudeau was going to be a Mr. Ruffle Stomp ass and thought he was big shit. And trying to say that, oh, well, Canada has to sign off anything off NAFTA. Well, here comes Trump. Says, oh, no, we don't need that. This isn't NAFTA. We made a brand new deal. This is the United States and Mexican bilateral deal. No, if you want to come in, Canada, that's fine. We'll sign you in. Or we can do another bilateral deal. Which my guess would be, since Mexico and Canada like to intertrade with us as well as each other, I think they would probably just accept almost a similar deal like we have with Mexico. This now brings us to China. Their economy cannot hold out much longer. I don't give a fuck what people are telling you. I don't care what the other mainstream media says. Their economy is going to shit in a handbasket. Okay, I don't care what Xi says. His economy cannot sustain it. They are very dependent on trade with us. They cannot keep up with the tariffs like we can. Their economy cannot sustain the drag with a tariff war like ours can. In fact, the news of this trade with Mexico shot the stock market back up. I can't remember what it closed at. I think it was above 26,000, but I know it reached 26K again. But I don't quote me on what it closed at today because it slipped my mind. So this is good. Other countries will start coming to the table. I think you're going to start seeing a random push for new trade deals to get signed off on. Like I said, EU will be next. Canada to bring its fucking ass to the table. China will probably bring its ass to the table. China may be the last holdout, but they're not going to be much longer. I'd say within maybe 2-3 weeks, they're going to stop all this foolishness and come to the table. So, there you have it, guys. And, oh, here's another thing. Come to find out, I know some people are going to be upset about this, but I see why he did it. Trump also got them to raise their minimum wage for the auto workers. They now have to, the companies have to pay their auto workers down in Mexico $15-16 an hour, similar to what they pay. And not quite much, because I know some automotive factories pay more than the 16. But they have to pay them just almost as close to what they have to pay them here in America. See, so now you no longer have the super cheap labor down in Mexico, which is where they were sending them all to, where instead of paying someone $20 an hour for a car, you're paying someone $5 an hour. Well, now you guys pay them 16. So, it also helps with people staying there to keep higher paying jobs down there. So you won't have to get as many people coming over here seeking higher paying jobs because they're going to be down there in Mexico. So it's a win-win. Just like I told you. You go and make a deal where everybody fucking wins with very little downside. Now, we'll see how well this goes. So far as what I can tell, looks good. Now, did we get everything we wanted? Of course not. It's called compromise. Did the Mexicans get everything they wanted? Of course not. It's called compromise. So, that's pretty good so far. What do you guys think? Have you even looked it up? Let me know in the comments. While you're down there, hit the like button and the subscribe button. And as always, you guys take care, and I'll see you all next time.